Welcome to Delving Deeper, a series where we have metagame conversations about our characters, events, our world, in-game, or just demand of our partners. What the hell were you thinking? Currently, I am Oleander, and today I have with me Drax, and we're going to get to know him a little bit better. So, Drax.
Exciting.
Yes. What I want to know of you is, when we were originally making our characters, what was your goal? What was your intention for your character when this started?
So I was trying to base my character off of the brothers from the Rapunzel movie, Tangled.
Seriously?
Yeah, so like they had the two brothers, and I always kind of had like a oi vibe to him, so that's kind of why he talks like he's like partly English and drunk. And I just liked the kind of vibe they had where they're just like, oh, okay, I guess we gotta kill this guy, and they just do it.
I had no idea. I love that.
So,
that makes me so happy just knowing that.
Yeah, so whenever you hear him, like, think Tangled in the back of your mind.
It's gonna be stuck now. It's yeah, I mean, obviously it's canon because it is, but I didn't know it, so it's great. As we have evolved in the campaign and grown as characters, how have you deviated from your original plan?
I would say that the characters actually become a little bit more like heroic, like true hero styles, because he starts off kind of pre-recording. He was almost more vigilante with his brother, and might have offed a couple people. And, just generally, he just didn't have a lot of morals of, like what's necessarily good or bad. But kind of as he's kind of progressed, I think he's kind of gotten a little bit more of a conscience. So
that is true. He has definitely changed. He's not so much just creative thug vigilante guy. You've actually had a hell of a lot of change in your...
That's a cat.
That's a cat attack. It's okay. Okay. Is there anything from your background or backstory that you want to tell people about? Something that is part of your character, that your motivations and personality, things that don't get brought up in game discussions that affect you?
Okay, well, it doesn't really affect the game much, but his backstory was he's a half-elf that comes from an entirely elf village. And his father was very much like not really liking him a whole lot. I think it's because he thinks the mom might have, had some indiscretion, maybe we'll say. So yeah, he grew up in an elf village where he had a lot of kind of racist vibes, so if you will. And eventually, left the village. Figured he'd get out on his own, and then kind of came in contact with Einar, who has become like his brother in arms.
Quite literally, his dad adopted you into their family, and you're as much brothers as you can be without blood. Okay, what is your favorite game moment prior to recording that affects your character's development or choices?
Okay, I don't know if it's affected my choices per se, but there was this one moment where we were traveling to a town, and all of a sudden there was crying in the forest, and we get there and there is a baby, and everyone else is like, hey, there's a baby, this is not normal. And I'm like, it's fine, it's a baby. But I had my Echo at the time kind of picked up the baby and was like holding the baby to protect it, not realizing that the baby might not have been human. And then eventually we're all attacked by, monsters and vampires and things like that. And we realize the baby's actually a monster. At which point I kind of go to my DM and I'm like, hey DM, if I wanted to kick the baby, how far could I kick the baby? And then the DM had to actually look it up, and apparently there's a thing called a yeet score, which measures your kicking ability of an object. So my character learned that day what his yeet score was.
Yeah. So you just have to take the fact that it's not a real baby out of there. But yeah.
Yeah, usually if my character's like, hey DM, I have a question. Usually that's where it's going to end bad.
My favorite one of those, I mean, aside from, I mean, we talked about Eat Factor for many sessions after that, so that ended up bringing up a huge one. But my favorite one of your random things was, there's a glyph on the windowsill.
Oh.
Can I just remove the windowsill? I'm like, oh, crap, yeah, I guess that works. He always comes up with a lot of creative solutions. How does Delphine describe it? You know, we've got your, in the box and out of the box, and then you've got your spherical thinking, and he's just a Venn diagram of all sorts of different things.
Yeah, a little bit crazy, a little bit off-center, but, he's got a way of things.
Yeah, no, always comes up with the great, interesting ideas. Now, what is your goal or aspiration during this campaign for Drax?
I'm actually very intrigued about this item my character got. So, he acquired this Veilstone pendant, and it allows me to basically make my echo sentient by using some of my actual life force, so like my kind of max hit points. I can actually make it sentient, and over time, it's becoming more and more alive, so to speak. And I'm very interested to see how that story progresses. Oh.
You were very much not concerned with your sentient echo at the beginning, and you kind of just used him as cannon fodder.
Yes, so it was a learning experience. My guy, he's like a scientist, even though he's a dumb barbarian scientist. But I'm just trying to learn, see what my limits are of this sentient character. And so what kept happening was I would accidentally kill the sentient echo, and then we'd have to like bury the body, and there was a lot of
He never buried the bodies. He put them all in his bag of holding.
To later be buried. But yeah, and then at one point, I've started to realize over time that, it might actually have a conscience, or it might have feelings and this and that. So it's made me rethink. My character's kind of starting to think the whole dynamic of, the importance of summoning a new life into the world.
It's like your own little kid that you're
killing off. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're bringing life into the world to just be cannon fodder, and now you're not liking that so much.
I don't want to say cannon fodder. I want to say like giving the opportunity for heroic moments temporarily.
Yeah. And our entire group we've labeled his sentient echo, because his sentient echo actually thinks he is him, and that he is the echo. So we've actually started referring to him as Mr. Drax, and the entire party has gotten ridiculously attached to Mr. Drax. Including, I believe, Delphine has decided that I may not be her best friend anymore. It's probably Mr. Drax now.
He's a pretty good guy.
She gave him a friendship bracelet.
That's true.
Yeah. Are there any internal or external struggles for Drax?
Internal, external struggles? Good question. I don't know if struggles, I don't want to give much away, because where his big struggles have come is probably kind of post-recording.
That's true.
So I'm going to stay silent on that. But,
spoilers.
Exactly. But he is, he is changing. His personality, is shifting over time, and I think that's a lot of the experiences and struggles he's dealt with in the past.
Where do you feel Drax fits into the world?
He is the guy you want to have having your back. That's where I think he fits into the world. He's like the dependable rock who will hit the person you want them to hit.
You're very good at pointing in a direction and, hitting
Yes.
that. Hit that thing.
And, I get to keep Delphine on her toes by touching random things I probably shouldn't have touched. So, there is that.
Well, at least you're not putting it in your mouth.
That's true.
Like some of us. All right. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, mention about your character, or anything else that you just really want to say?
Drax is really proud to be a part of the Planner Vanguard. He's got a good group of people, and he wants to see where this goes.
He is a very loyal and awesome companion to have. So, there we go. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us for Delving Deeper. And if you enjoyed this, please give a like, a share, or comment anything that you would like to ask Drax or his player. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.